Shalom, 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 shalom. It's your brother Yawana back at it again with another lesson through the spirit and power of. Let's turn to the east. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, that ruler, that teacher, that taught us his truth, and a hearty shalom to all the Akim, Aqua tuning in. Shalom, shalom. All right, so today's lesson is W4Y, Michigan. I'm the brother Yawana, representing the Warriors for Yahushua Michigan camp. This is going to be an indoor camp. It's kind of windy outside. It's raining, snowing and stuff. But I just want to bring out a couple points regarding, some key things that's going on, within the last week. All right, this lesson is called Leave the World Behind, man. All right, because it's all going up in that movie that was on Netflix, man. Okay, a lot of brothers, a lot of elders and apostles, they going into it. A lot of different brothers, they going into it. So I'm gonna do my own spin on it and try to bring out some points that I see, and that I want to add. All right, so I'm gonna get straight to it. We're just gonna hop right into it. Now we're gonna talk about the Baltimore Bridge collapse. All right, which is a big thing that all the elders and apostles have been going into. I think this happened yesterday or maybe a couple of days ago, but it's something super that's going to basically impact everybody. All right, so we're gonna dive straight into it, and Lord willing, is edifying. All right, so it says Baltimore Bridge collapses, signals supply chain woes. All right, so it's basically showing you, all right, that these different bridges, I think it was two bridges besides just this Baltimore bridge. It was another key bridge that was hit too. And the crazy part is that, these bridges, they both was knocked out not even 3 hours apart. Okay, but I'm gonna bring out what this going into. So it says, following the closure of the port of Baltimore after a ruinous bridge collapse, U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg warned of a major and protracted impact to supply chains. Reports The Guardian, at least 6 people are presumed dead following the disaster. On Tuesday, President Joe Biden called Francis Scott Key Bridge one of the most important elements, okay? So you see, man, we're getting hit in very key points. Not only is our power grid extremely old, okay, not only is it capable of getting hit with a cyber warfare, okay, but we also have to worry about these different bridges being taken out with boats, man. Okay, because Esau Edom is pushing that new NWO. In order for him to bring in that NWO, okay, he has to crash the old one. All right, in order for him to bring that order out of chaos, he has to create that chaos. All right, and the easiest way to cause chaos is to cause shortages on the food, is to cause shortages on the resources. All right, so it says one of the most important elements. All right, you need food, you need water, okay, and all these different things. We get them, you get things from made in China, made in India. We're trading with not just our own country or countries that's close to us. We have shipping ports everywhere, man. Okay, and I remember during the beginning of the C-19, it was like boats and stuff that was like messing up during that shipping port, and that caused a lot of backtrack on the food, man. Okay, if you didn't know, even in France, you have let me see if I can pull this up. In France, you got the trucker strike, and that's going to cause an impact. Nobody's covering that. Nobody's saying anything about that, man. Okay, this has been happening since January. Okay, we're in March now, and this is happening. Okay, and you don't have any news coverage on this right now. They're not reporting this. Okay, look at this, March 2024. You see, they not reporting this. Okay, but this is going to cause a huge shortage on more than just America, Babylon the Great. This is going to cause a shortage worldwide. Okay, so let me backtrack it a little bit. So it says one of the most important elements, supporting the Northeast economy. Its collapse shut off access to one of the busiest and most important ports in the country, according to the report. An immediate consequence include the fact that all the ships currently in the Baltimore port are trapped. Okay, so all these different ships, they got all type of resources, food, water, all different type of company products. It might be medicine on these different ships. Okay, but they're trapped. They're not able to move around. And like I said, it's more than just this shipping port. It's I think it's like two of them. All right. It said an associate professor at Campbell University, a host of YouTube channel about shipping. That means that the vessels that there will have to wait for the bridge to be cleared, and obviously that's going to be a long prospect. He said, also adding that the several vessels were also waiting to access the port. So you even had other ships that was backtracked within it. All right, so it says the Baltimore is the ninth busiest port in the U.S. Delays in reopening the port could pose issues for the local economy due to shipping companies rerouting to other ports. Additionally, the community relies on the bridge, serving roughly 12 million vehicles annually. All right, so that's going to stop 12 million vehicles, man. All right, that's going to cause a huge backtrack. And like I said, it's more than just Baltimore that's being impacted by this. All right. Shalom King. How about Shemi Al Shabrakatah? So I'm gonna grab this precept going into this. And the crazy part about this, it was a chick. She was basically going into this. I don't know if I can basically bring up the video, but she was saying not only is by these bridges being hit and being taken out, not only is it stopping different foods, resources from getting into these certain places, it's stopping the bridges from getting out too. These different ships going out. But also you got to think about one of these bridges, it was used to help cars get from place to place. So let's think, if all these different bridges are hit, scripture says what? Let's get that real quick. And I'm gonna come back to this article and read it off. All right, so let's go to second Esdras, where it's talking about what it says, you will not be able. And Lord willing, this is edifying. I know all the brothers basically covered it, but I wanted to add my own 2 cents on it. Like I said, man, just like the Joker said, he said, you take away these people jobs, you take away their way of life. All right, you take away the food and the different resources. These people will begin to eat themselves, man. Okay, all throughout the scriptures, cannibals. That cannibalism lifestyle, that's in the scriptures, man. Okay, and it's going to come back in a major way. All right, it's going to be a lot of these different men. They're going to be hunting women. Okay, you just seen the other day. Let me get that up. The dude was eating a leg, man. All right, we're in the last days, man. If you think we got that much time, if you think that okay, we got 5 more years, two more years, you're out your damn mind, man. Okay, how about Shimi Al-Shai is speeding this thing up? Look at this, man. Man arrested after allegedly eating a leg of a person injured by a train accident scene. That's a freak accident, man. All right. This person was hit by a train. Their leg came off, and the man picked up the leg and ate it, man. This is the life. This is the society that we're in. This is the world we're living in 2024, where a person sees somebody get hit by a train and they pick up the leg and eat it, man. Okay, we're being invaded by migrants, sleeper agents, and terrorists, man. All right, this society that we're coming into, you cannot just go to sleep, man. You can't be in one of those people that's just in la la land. All right, this society is going away, man. Scripture says this world passeth away, man. All right, how about Shemi Shai is coming quickly, man. Why? Because this society is over. It's over. Babylon the Great is over, man. It's only going to get darker. It's only going to get more wicked. Scripture says people are going to wax cold, man. These people, they're not going to be They're not going to be on that civilized manner, man. All right. Just like the Joker said, he said, I'm just ahead of the curve, man. All right. Once these people, they lose their families, they lose their food, they lose their job, their ability to live in a society. All right. And once the shooting begins, once the pillaging starts, the world is over, man. It's not going to be no more people being kind, using manners. That's going to go out the window, man. People are going to begin to invade one another. Let's get it. This is second Esdras 15 and 14. The elder of Ramlan just went into this earlier. The elder of Great Millstone, the beloved. All right. But I'm going to bring that out again. It says, woe to the world and to them that dwell therein. Destruction. That's what's coming to Babylon the Great. That's what's coming to certain parts around the world. See, this is not just going to hit America. The MOTB is going to be worldwide. It's going to be implemented worldwide. What's going to make people line up in droves for a chip? What's going to make people line up in droves to be able to buy and sell? They got to crash this dollar. They got to crash the economy. They have to crash these different, well, even the BRICS. What is the BRICS? You got Brazil, Russia, India, China, is it Africa? And there's one more. I can't even get it. But all these different nations, they're coming together to what? End the dollar. To end all these different economies. Why? To start a new economy. All right? So this society is coming to an end. It says second Esdras 15 and 15 for the sword, okay? Nuclear missiles, robo-dogs, drones, okay? Military operatives, UN troopers, your neighbor with a damn gun, a pistol, AR-15, AK-47, and their destruction, the destruction of the Edomites, the destruction of these Hamites, the Moabites, the destruction of the American lifestyle, the destruction of the femme agenda, the rainbow gang agenda. This is the end, man. My Instagram name is the end of the world soon, man, because we're at the end of this thing, man. You can close your eyes, you can walk around with a blindfold on, but this is the end, man. One day you're gonna wake up and you're not gonna be able to go to work. You're not gonna be able to send the kids to school. One day you're gonna wake up, you're not gonna be able to turn on the lights. You're not gonna be able to start the shower, run the sink and get a cup of water. All right, the days of the destruction of Babylon the Great is at hand. All right, it says, "Draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against one another." Again, that's civil war, race wars, gang wars. We got more division in Babylon the Great than we ever had. We got division. The Lord said, "I come not to bring peace. I come to bring a sword, man." He said, "I come to bring division." All right, division against. He said, the father against the son, the mother against the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. All right, it's going to be division amongst city against city, realm against realm. Scripture says Egyptian against Egyptian. All right, so yeah, it's going to be civil war, race wars, gang wars. It's going to be war as far as the eye can see. People shooting at one another, people breaking in each other's houses, invading one another, women getting ravished, men getting ravished, children getting trafficked, people getting taken. All right, you getting hauled off to that concentration camp. This is going to be the norm of what we're coming into. All right. So it says, in swords in their hands, people are going to have guns, weapons. All right. It says, for there should be sedition among men, invading one another. All right. People are going to be breaking and entering into stores, houses. All right. You name it. They shall not regard the kings nor princes. They're not going to care about the police officers. All right. And right now, you have a huge police officer shortage. You have police officers quitting in droves. All right. You're not having enough people that's being hired in 911 dispatchers, prison guards. All right. All these different jobs, man. You even have it in Venezuela. They was releasing different terrorists and criminals. They was releasing them. And these different criminals, they were coming into America. Okay, so it's going to be a time to where these different migrants and these different people that's coming from all these different countries, they're not going to regard their kings or princes. They're not going to care about Sleepy Joe. You just seen up in New York, it was like 5 or 6 migrants. They just jumped on a few police officers. You have police officers literally on strike because of that. Okay, so man, we at the end of this thing, man. It says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So it's gonna be every man for themselves, a free for all. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, and that's the point, man. You're going to desire to go into a different city, but it's going to be so much chaos that you're not going to be able to. You're going to desire to go into a city. Let's say, if you ever seen I Am Legend, on the movie I Am Legend, they show you how the bridge is taken out. Right, the people that all these people were trying to cross, they were scanning them, making sure that certain people was quarantined off. You know, people was coughing. They was asking, "Do you got symptoms? Are you viral?" You know. And the same people that all of a sudden they heard of an explosion. The helicopter got attacked by zombies. The helicopter went into the bridge, and then the bridge was blown up. And the people weren't able to cross. They were stuck in the city, man. Okay, so you're gonna have other places just like that. That's like an island that only got bridges or stuff that attaches it to other cities. That's going to be taken out. Okay, Esau Edom is showing you that. All right, let me read this off and I'm going to go back to the article. But because of their pride, and the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed. Houses are literally going to be destroyed. UN troops going to break in. Yup, Russian troopers going to break in. All right, Esau Edom, his troopers, hey, they're going to be breaking in your houses, man. It says, and men shall be afraid. All right, people are going to be afraid, man. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Why? Because they're going to need food, water. If your children is saying, "Dad, I'm hungry," your neighbor children is saying, "Dad, I'm hungry," all right, and y'all run into some food, what you think gonna happen, man? It's gonna be a fight to the death. Okay, and you come across some water and you've been thirsty for days, and somebody else see you and they see you drinking that water, they're gonna try to destroy you, man. All right. It says, but she'll destroy their houses with the sword. All right. So a lot of people, they're going to be coming in your house with weapons, guns. All right. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, because it's not going to be no food. All right. They're showing you that through these different shipping ports, these different bridges collapsing, through these different shortages, telling you to stock up on April 8th because of eclipse. Okay. The power outages. Man, if you're not hit, man, you're not hit. And you're gonna be caught out there. It says, and for great tribulation. So for great trials and tribulations. In Mark 13 and Matthew 24, it says it's going to be a time it's not going to be a time that ever was. It's going to be like the time of Jacob's trouble. It's going to be the worst time that there ever been. All right. So let me backtrack a little bit. So yeah, it says lasting impact. This is going to have a long effect. Okay, this is going to have a lasting impact on not just America, Babylon the Great, but all over. All right, it says lasting impact. The Francis Scott Key Bridge collapses will spark U.S. food and car supply issues. So not only is it attacking the U.S. food shipping ports and the food that's coming in, the different goods. All right, but it's also going to impact the car supply issues. All right, and strengthen costs to cut foreign imports. You see, and it's also going to damage the foreign imports. You see, it says the horror. You see, and hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the king of terrors, man. All right, it says the horror bridge collapse in Maryland will result in widespread disruption. All right, so it's going to cause a lasting impact of you being able to get these different shipping ports, all right, these different foods. Look at this bridge, man. This bridge had all type of things on it: resources, food, cars, clothing, you name it. Okay, but by this happening, is going to cause a huge stop on all of these different boats from coming in. All right. It says the Horror Bridge collapse in Maryland result in widespread disruption to trade, but Americans are set to avoid a return to the supply chain chaos seen during the C-19 crisis, experts have said. And don't forget, man, in the beginning of the C-19, they was destroying a lot of these different farming goods, our foods, our crops. Okay, they was even paying farmers to destroy their crops. Okay, but now you're seeing that we're having even a impact in our shipping ports. All right, so man, very soon you're going to see that squeeze on the food, man. All right, the squeeze on water and different resources. All right. It says shipping has been suspended at the port of Baltimore after a cargo vessel bound for Asia crashed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge early Tuesday morning. All right. Trades experts have warned that the Francis Key Bridge collapse in Maryland will result in a widespread supply chain disruption. The port of Baltimore is a strategic hub for trade on the U.S. East Coast. All right. Look at this, man. The frame of the bridge strewn across the Singapore flagged cargo vessel. All right. And like I said, it did not just happen just in Baltimore, Maryland. It was also another bridge. All right. So I'm saying all this to say, you know, this is going to have a lasting impact. This is going to disrupt a lot of things. All right. So let me see if I can grab this. All right. The rest of the information I got too. All right. So let's get this. And Lord willing, us is edifying. I know I'm about to be all over the place, but hey, it is what it is. So let's bring this up. Warning of food shortage possible in New York State during eclipse. All right, they already warning you that it's going to be food shortages during that eclipse. A lot of people are going to begin to panic buy. Okay, whether that be before or during. Okay, April 8th, there's supposed to be eclipse. All right, and they're telling you to stock up on food, stock up on candles, stock up on supplies. Why are they telling you this? Okay, Esau Edom has this thing where he says, never let a crisis go to waste, man. All right, so anytime where your power go out, anytime where it's severe weather, weather damage, anytime where it's confusion, Esau uses that to bring forth his different plans, his different agendas. All right, scripture says we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. All right, it says officials are warning residents in cities to stock up on food and supplies. It's not just one city. It's not just one state. All right, you have all these different places. Even NATO and EU was telling people to stock up on different candles, radios, and food supplies. Why are they telling you this? Because the society is going to collapse, man. One day you're not going to be able to use electricity. It's not going to be no more Hulu, Netflix, and chill. It's not going to be no more even within Hollywood. A lot of these athletes, a lot of these celebrities, a lot of these movie stars, they're broke. Okay, a lot of these different let's say gaming companies, they're closing down. Okay, a lot of these different tech companies, they're having people getting laid off in droves, man. All these stores are closing up. There's no longer going to be stores. Let's say, what is it now? They're closing Dollar Tree. Okay, you got Walmart closing up. Target telling you right now that you're not going to be able to use self-checkout. That soon they're going to make it to where you got to pay for that, man. All right. In Dollar Tree is no longer $1. All right, they got $5 stuff, $2, $3. You know, there's the American dream is gone, man. All right, let's just say that. It says New York State is one of the states that is expecting millions and millions of out-of-town visitors for the eclipse. So you're expecting millions and millions of people. Esau Edom is expecting a cyber warfare. He's expecting a crisis level event. Okay. It says New York State is one of the states that is expecting millions and millions of out-of-town visitors for the eclipse because it's a location that experiences total totality on April 8th. What does that mean for you? Some cities and other states have officials telling residents that it is very necessary to go get their supply of food supplies and medications before April 8th. Again, they're about to do something, man. Okay, don't be one of those people that's just sitting around and you just got you sitting on your hands. All right, don't be one of those people. You know, that's why scripture says we're warning you to get the blood off our hands. If we tell our people, hey man, this is coming, you see this is happening. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is warning us. We're supposed to warn the people. Okay, it says at least 4 states within the path of totality have urged residents to stock up on groceries before the eclipse. Some officials have already issued disaster declarations ahead of the event, and some schools have decided to close, citing students to safety, man. You see? One official in Texas, where the eclipse is expected to bring millions of people, was quoted saying visitors could drain our food and fuel supplies and strain our city and county infrastructure to quite possibly our overcapacity. All right. So, hey, man, you see, they telling you, they warning you. If you're not taking heed, you know, hey, man, it is what it is. All right. Salakia. Here, let me bring up the other one. You saw Edom mess with the stream. All right, so I'm gonna bring up the other one, the other article I see. All right. All right, so this one, it says stock up. All right. Stock up. All right, so it says, let's see if I can pull it up real quick. All right, this was 2 weeks ago. And this is on the IFL, the science. It says stock up on food, water, and fuel ahead of the eclipse. Emergency officials warn. Cell phone service could be a problem too. So they even telling you that it could be hard for you to even use your cell phone. All right. That it could be hard for you to even get a signal. That's why they're telling you to get radios and different things like that. It says Lorain County Emergency Management, the EMA, in Ohio have issued a warning to eclipse watchers and locals to the path of total totality to stock up on food, water, and fuel ahead of the total eclipse on April 8th, with an influx of visitors to the area expected. The last total solar eclipse over the U.S. was pretty Salakia. It says was pretty spectacular, and as anyone who saw it will attest, looking at the photos, it's hard to imagine how the site could have been improved upon an eclipse taking place next month. But if we are lucky and the weather is fine, we could be in for something special as the eclipse coincides with the solar maximum. All right, so yeah, man, I just wanted to get that article, another article going into stocking up. All right, so let's get this one. This is going into the police officer shortage. All right. All right, so it says South Florida police departments experience hiring crisis. You see, South Florida police departments experience hiring crisis amid nationwide shortage. There's a nationwide shortage of police officers right now as we speak. Okay, whether you believe it or not, it's going to become one day. It's going to be a day where you're not going to have police officers. You're not going to have security. Okay. You're not going to have prison guards, wardens, okay? Let me see if I can get down here. It says, police departments across South Florida are struggling to recruit and retain police officers. They can't even retain the police officers. Let's say you hire them in, they're within 2 weeks, a month. They're like, I don't even want to be here. You know, they quit. The shortage is part of a nationwide problem that's even caught the attention of the U.S. Department of Justice, offering tips. There are a lot of things that the police officers have to face that they didn't have to face years ago, right? Because we're at the end of this thing, all right? It says Moss has launched a major campaign to recruit more officers as his city grows. It's been very difficult, he said. You have more police departments that have come online, so there are more jobs. You have other professions that have come online. You have also the national narrative about police that also kind of draws people away from the profession. All right. So yeah, man, we at the all-time lowest of lows as far as police officers, even within the military. Sounding this alarm, Montgomery County Police working to address the officer shortage. You see that? Baltimore City Schools Police paid $2.1 million in overtime amid officer shortage. They're paying officers more just to get them. Nearly 50 graduate Philly Police Academy amid shortage. You see? Montgomery's code seeks to expand drone program amid police officer shortage. So they even want to bring out the drones, man, because it's getting so bad. All right. And not just that. I said what? The prison wardens. Let's get that. All right. Wisconsin prison staffing crisis. 10 guards for 900 inmates. Woo! Yo, that's heavy, man. That's heavy, man. All right, look at this, man. Low pay, understaffed shifts in dangerous conditions. New data shows a worsening prison staffing shortage crisis. Okay, all these prisons are catching hell. Soon, all these prisoners are going to be released. The murderers, the rapists, the pedophiles. One day, man, it's going to be bad, man. All right, it's going to be very bad. Let me scroll down. Salakia. So it says, when Andrew Phillips took a job as a corrections officer at Georgia Smith State Prison in 2021, he was desperate for work. All right, and a lot of people that take on these jobs are. It says shortly after he stated he noticed a problem. The prison housed about 1,500 men, and each shift was supposed to have 30 officers to guard them. But most days there were half that. So only 15 prison guards, all right, to 1,500 men, all right, 1,500 prisoners, according to Phillips. He said he and his colleagues often had to work 16-hour days, 5 days a week. So you know they tired. We just had no energy. So imagine you have 15 prison guards watching 1,500 prisoners, man. And these different 15 prison guards are extremely tired. They don't got no energy. They hate their jobs. All right. They hate the work that they do. All right. We just had no energy. We just didn't have the ability to care. They don't even care, man. So how much more in the days of Jacob's trouble, man? The mandatory overtime combined with constant violence against both staff and incarcerated people led officers to quit. He said the place was too brutal, too disgusting. You see? Man, I ain't got to read more. I don't even got to read no more, man. Okay? Let's get some more going into the layoffs. All right? Let's get that. So again, man, Babylon the Great is done, man. Whether that be through the supply chains woes, whether that be through the power outages, whether that be through the cyber warfare, all right, whether that be through the dollar collapsing, whether that be through the migrant situation, whether that be through the scarcity of food, it's so many different things that could cause this thing to break down. Just like I always said, man, Yahweh Shemi Awashai was going to make America, Babylon the Great, have a complete collapse. There's no way to actually heal this place once this place begins to crumble, man. You got the power outages, the food supply, the banking, the dollar. You have the food crisis, the migrant crisis. You have the politics crisis. People don't even know who they want to vote for. Okay, people don't even know. They don't even know who to follow. They don't even know what the government is doing. Every single day, the government is passing new laws, new legislates. Okay. Man, it's so much happening. This place is done, man. All right. So it says Stellantis announces mass layoffs in the U.S. and in Europe. Again, it's not just going to be in America, Babylon the Great. The C-HIP is going to be worldwide. Dell doubles down on layoffs. Literally 13,000 gone in the past year. You hear that? John Deere announces layoffs. John Deere is a big thing for people use it for their different farming gear. It says John Deere announces layoffs at Waterloo and Iowa factory. Waterloo, Iowa, John Deere laying off more than 300 production employees, man. You see that? Amazon Abersign unit hit with another round of layoffs. Again, it's over, man. Citigroup to end sweeping overhaul this week after 5,000 layoffs. Sheesh. Bay Area fast food chains continue layoffs ahead of minimum wage increase. They just increased the minimum wage, but then they start laying off people. Dang. Layoffs hit Fisher Price and East Aura. Again, kids are no longer playing with toys. Kids are no longer being kids anymore. Now you got kids on tablets. They're watching YouTube, playing video games. They're no longer being children anymore. What is that going to cause? It's going to cause layoffs, all right? GameStop reportedly affected by a series of layoffs. Again, it's over, man. All right? Let's see what else I can get. So we got layoffs. We got shortages. Let's see if I can pull up a shortages again. You know, it's so much happening, man. Okay? Baltimore Bridge collapses. Shortages in U.S. possible. Again, it's possible. It's going to happen. All right? Cocoa powers towards 10,000 as shortages drive relentless rally. It's going to be hard for you to get chocolate very soon. All right? Man, it's so much happening. Deputy shortages continues amid low pay in Merced County. Residents frustrated with the online portal. Again, you're not going to be able to get your different police officers. There's going to be a shortage on that. Florida has a school nurse shortage. It's a shortage on doctors, nurses, special ed teachers. It's a shortage on everything, man. Army wants Cav Scouts, military police to reclass to fill shortages. Again, the military. This was the shortage recruitment year ever in the military. Man, it's crazy, man. If you're one of those people that believe, we still got time in America, Babylon the Great. We still got time in the world. We got 5 years, 10 years. You're out your damn mind. All right. These people are going to begin to lose their mind very soon. All right. What's going to happen when there's no more teachers to keep a school open? What's going to happen when there's not enough police officers to keep a district open? What's going to happen when there's not enough people being not enough EMTs being hired in to take care of people as far as ambulance and stuff like that? Very soon, there's not going to be people in these different workforces that we need. Okay? Workforce shortages and violence are rising concerns in the state of nursing poll. Amid air raids and electricity shortages, all right, I don't really care about the Ukraine BS. Chick-fil-A backtracks from its no antibiotics in chicken pledge, blames projected supply shortages. Again, Chick-fil-A said they would never, ever, all right, put antibiotics in their chicken. All right, but now they're going to do it. All right. So, yeah, man, like I said, we got shortages on teachers, staff, everything, man. Okay. Let me pull this up real quick. Medicine, all right, you name it, all right. Slovakia. Let's get layoffs, and I could get my bad store closures. That's what I want. All right, and Slovakia, Lord willing, is edifying. You know, I ain't want to make it too long. So again, Family Dollar closing 6 Pennsylvania stores. Dollar Tree closing 600 Family Dollar stores. Okay. Again, all these stores are closing up. Family Dollar is closing thousands of stores. Dollar Tree is closing up stores. All right, J.C. Penney will close all stores. What? Man, let's go, man. Let's go. J.C. Penney will close all stores in under a week, leaving fans of department stores scrambling for alternative store. This is what's going to happen to all the stores, man. One day you're going to wake up, you're not going to be able to walk into a store. Everything is going to be digital. All right? If you want to be able to buy and sell, man, Esau Edom is going to crash the dollar and he's going to bring out that sea hip. The only way you're going to be able to eat, the only way you're going to be able to drink is either go to a damn FEMA camp or order things offline via your sea hip, via that MOTB. And we're prophesied to not take that thing, or you're going to be Revelations 14:9. You're going to eat those missiles. Look at this, man. They're going to close all of their stores in under a week, man. In under a week. All right. What is that going to do to all these different people that, you know, J.C. Penney's, a lot of women, you know, a lot of so-called white women. This is their kingdom. They're losing their kingdom. The so-called white man, the white woman, they're losing their kingdom. Okay? No more Starbucks, no more yachts. J.C. Penney's, you know? It's over, man. So let me see what else I got. Hobby Lobby. A lot of these Edomite women, the older Edomite women, the so-called white women, when they get older, they get in their 50s, their 60s. They like to do arts and crafts. They like to create stuff. Well, guess what? Hobby Lobby confirms it's closing every single store for 24 hours this week. Man, yo, this is crazy, man. Yo, this is crazy. For 24 hours this week, thanks to the major retailer shopping blackout. You see that? You see that? Bloomingdale confirms it's closing every single store for 24 hours. Why is all these stores closing all their stores for 1 week? All right? Why are they doing that? Because they know, man, what's coming. They know something big about to happen during this eclipse, man. All right? Or they know something big is about to happen before that or after. Okay? So yeah, Family Dollar, you know, Walmart. Look at this, man. All these different stores are closing, man. Where you gonna eat? Where you gonna shop? All right. So let me close it out, man. You know, I didn't want to make this too long, but it's just, man, it's so much stuff that's happening. So much. You got North Korea. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. All right, look at this, man. U.S. and South Korea set up the task force to block North Korea oil shipments. What's that gonna do? That's gonna cause some fighting, man. All right. U.S. and ally move to block North Korea's nuclear weapons program. You see? Man, yo, it's about to go down. All right. Hey, and I believe they was talking about nuclear missiles or something. Let me see if I can pull it up. If I can't pull it up, I ain't gonna trip. All right. So yeah, man, the time is coming, man. The time has come. All right. Let me see if I can pull up something. Russia, China. The China, Russia, and North Korea partnership, a triple threat that cannot be ignored. You see that? All right, so let me grab this real quick, and then I'm gonna close it out. I'm gonna grab my precepts, and hey, we're gonna end it. Lord willing, it was edifying. You know, look at this, man. Migrant influencer urging illegals to squat in the U.S. homes on run from authorities. So yeah, man. Hey, man. A lot of these migrants, they being paid, man. And I believe through the spirit, Esau Edom is using them to invade this place, man. He's going to use them to push that wickedness, you know. You see, it says dairy cattle in Texas and Kansas have just tested positive for you know what, which is going to cause what? A shortage on supplies. That's going to cause a shortage on food. That's going to begin that famine, okay? That's going to start that famine. And I believe like not too long ago was a fire in Texas that killed like a lot of different cows. All right. Experts predict that 2024 will be an explosive Atlantic hurricane season. Again, more hell. All right. NASA program named after serpent deity plans to fire several rockets at the upcoming solar eclipse. Wow, man. It doesn't get any worse than that. All right. Well, yeah, man. Let me just grab this. Look at this. Planet Fitness loses over 400 million after revoking the membership of a woman concerned about a man in the locker room. Again, there's going to be more and more hell in these companies, man. Again, all these companies about to close out. So I'm gonna grab this scripture, and hey, man, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. So I'm gonna get it from Mark. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get Ezekiel 7. That's a nice one. And I'm gonna get it from the Bible Hub. Matter of fact, let's get it the Amplified version. All right, so this is Ezekiel chapter 7. All right, and hey, again, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. It was a lot to cover, but again, watch and pray. Keep your eyes open. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. I like that scripture. Before I even grab this Ezekiel 7, I want to get that. Watch and pray. All right. So this is Luke chapter 21 and 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always. So you watch the news, you watch the prophecies, you watch what's going down. Don't be so influenced in the world to where you're blind. Don't be like the days of Noah. You eating and you drinking and you just having a good time to where you're not paying attention to prophecy. And pray always. We should be always praying. Whether we wake up, pray, go to sleep, pray. You pray when you drive, you pray when you're eating. You always want to pray, man. Always praying for mercy, praying for protection, salvation. You know, praying for Yahweh Shem Yahushai to speed up prophecy. Pray for the Lord to bring that destruction, that they may be accounted worthy to escape all the things that shall come to pass. So you want to be praying to the Yahweh Shem Yahushai that you, the brothers, the like-minded camps, the elders and apostles, the great millstone, the few sisters, the children, you know, the elect of Israel is protected, man. You want to pray that we're able to escape all these different things that's coming. You know, the famines, the MOTB, Jacob's trouble, nuclear, World War III, the nuclear missiles, robo dogs, you name it. Okay, Tifa wild beasts. We want to pray that we're found worthy to be able to escape these things. Not saying that we're not going to experience having to go through these things or seeing these things or being in the midst of these things, but it's just to say that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to have that protection around us, all right, to where no evil thing is going to befall us, and to stand before the Son of Man. So you want to pray that you're able to be found worthy in front of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that you're able to be found mercy, all right? So this is Ezekiel 7, and I'm going to end it with this. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, also, son of man, thus said the Lord Yahweh to the land of Israel, okay, to the people of Israel, all right, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord is speaking to you. It says, an end is coming on the four corners of the land. So, the end of Esau, Edom, the end of the fem agenda, the end of these heathen nations ruling, you know, the end of wickedness prevailing on the earth. Now the end is upon you, and I will send my anger against you, and I will judge you accordance with your ways, and I will bring retribution for all your abominations unto you. So Lord is going to judge these different heathen nations, 2/3 of our people, and these different nations based on what they do. Okay, he's even going to judge us based on what we do, how we reacted, how we was moving on the earth, all right, before things start popping off, all right? It says, for my eye will have no pity upon you. So Lord's not going to have mercy or pity upon those that wasn't praying, that wasn't repenting, that wasn't seeking his face. Nor will I spare you. He doesn't care if you're a man, a woman, a child. Doesn't care if you're old, you're young, okay? But I will repay you for your evil ways while your abominations are among you, and you will know, you will recognize and understand without any doubt that I am the Lord. Thus said the Lord, a disaster is coming. What is disaster? Natural disasters. Let's say what to say, hurricane season, of volcanoes. You have more volcano eruptions, earthquakes, um, tornadoes, all these different things. You're having famines, um, all these different people coming up against each other, wars. All right, all these different things are showing you disasters coming. One so destruction and injurious, so sudden and violent. It's going to be a sudden thing. The scripture says, when peace and safety, then comes sudden destruction. See, all these people, they're relaxing, they go to work, they drop the kids off at school, they go on with their day to day, not even seeing that World War III is brewing, that the famine is coming, it's approaching, not even seeing the destruction that Esau Edom is causing. All right, that it stands alone. A unique disaster, look, it is coming. An end is coming. All right, the end has come. See, it's going to come. The end of Esau Edom is coming. It has awakened against you. Look, it has come. Your doom has come to you. Oh, inhabitant of the land, the time has come. The day is near. Torment rather than joyful shouting on the mountains. All right, so a lot of people about to be catching hell, man. All right, and you can clearly see it. All right, so let me see if I can pull this up. All right, so I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna close it out with this. All right, so a dispatcher, it says an emergency dispatcher is essential and crucial part of the law enforcement team. All right, they're super essential and crucial. Right, they are responsible for responding to radio and telephone inquiries at a regional communication facilities from public safety personnel and the general public concerning complaints, emergency situations, and criminal activity. So without them, it will be very hard for police officers to come to your house and answer your calls. Okay, but right now they're doing in Pittsburgh. Okay, they're doing in Chicago, to where they're not going to answer the phone. All right, from, I believe, answer phone. Let's see, because I don't want to mess it up. All right, so they're not going to answer the phone between, I think it's from like 3 to 7. Let me see. And this just recently came out. All right, let me see if I can pull up the time. If I can't get the time, I'm gonna be so heated because I just did a lesson on this. Answer calls, answer phone from 3 to 7. I think it's from 3 to 7. All right, here you go right here. Pittsburgh police say they will no longer respond to calls that are not in progress emergencies and staffing shortages. The Pittsburgh Bureau of Police has made major changes to its operations as it battles staffing shortages, including no longer responding to in-progress emergencies and limiting the number of officers on the night shift. Police Chief Larry Sirotto announced in February that during the earlier morning hours, there will be fewer officers on staff and lower priority calls will be get sent to a telephone reporting unit rather than a person. The chief said that changes need to be made so his 740 officers can be more efficiently serve the community. All right. So from these different hours, from early morning, all right, to let's say from the night shift, you probably got it from 11 to 3, 3 to 7. They're not going to answer the calls. Here you go for right here. Pittsburgh police cut staff between 3 to 7 a.m. No longer respond if not in progress emergency. All right, and like I said, it's not just Pittsburgh. You got Chicago. You see, I think it's Chicago. Damn. What states? Slovakia. Okay, so we know it's Pittsburgh, Chicago. Dang, I wanted the other two states, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, hey, you basically get the point. You know, this place is coming to an end. The end is coming. Let me get that piece of safety because I like that. All right, let me get the piece of safety, and I'm gonna close off with that. So this is First Thessalonians 5:3. It says, let's get it from one. But the signs of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night when you least expect it. That's when Yahweh Shai gonna return with these different prophecies and judgments. For when they shall say peace and safety, oh, everything's fine, everything is okay, then sudden destruction cometh upon you. Something sudden that happens when you least expect it. It's abrupt. As travail upon a woman with child, they should not escape. You're not going to get away from the judgment. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that the day shall overtake you as a thief. All right. Why? Because the Lord said, hey, he's going to reveal his secrets unto the prophets. That's why we're able to prophesy and warn our people. All right. And Lord willing, we're in that number. Okay. Ye are the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness, right? Because you're in the know. All right. You're the children of the light. All right. You're the true Luciferians. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Right. Pay attention to what's going on. Don't be walking around with a damn blindfold like the rest of the world. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakak, Kodash. Wadi Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai for this lesson. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. You know, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakak, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Amen. We almost out of here, man. All right, just like leave the world behind. All these things is happening, man. So pay attention to prophecy. You know, keep praying, keep watching. You know, keep doing the work. All right, keep staying diligent. Shalom, Ababa Basun.